Alright guys, we are back with another video. And it's kind of on the same topic. If you guys have not seen our news, make sure you go back to our latest YouTube video and check it out. We dropped a major bomb on you guys, and we understand that. A lot of you guys were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is happening. And
what's happening right now?
And so many...
This guy. We're just letting him do his thing. He doesn't cry.
Okay, so basically, after we shared with you guys the news, we were overwhelmed with the amount of support that we got from you guys.
People were so encouraging, so on our team. Like, hey, who do we need to ride on right now?
You guys were like, tell me the builder so I can go fight him.
There's some rowdy people out there. This guy.
Guys, if you guys hear anything in the background, he feels like our room is his room. So this is where he likes to watch TV. So anyway, but you guys were so supportive, and I want to say this to anybody that is going through anything. Sometimes you naturally want to isolate yourself and not share what's happening, or or maybe you're embarrassed to share, or
I never know what to do with my hands.
I talk with my hands.
Hey.
And so I cannot stress to you that we made the choice to be honest and transparent with you guys and share this major setback. And the amount of support that we got just confirms that do not live in isolation. If you guys are going through any issues, make sure that you guys get in community with friends, family. If you guys have a social network, anybody that you guys can get in connected with, because it has seriously helped us be encouraged for the next steps.
Boom.
So, what are the next steps?
Well, the next steps, building a house.
Yeah.
We are in the process, under contract. It is full steam ahead. It is go time. So, in the course of that, we'll be showing you guys every single step of the way. But we wanted to take some time and address some of the common questions that we are receiving. There's only so much that you can type and put in comments and do a Insta story about. So we just wanted to take a minute, do a video, because some of you guys were asking the same thing, and just get you the answers to those questions.
Yes. So I did a Q&A box on my Instagram, and majority of the questions were about the house, and so I'm just pulling the questions from there and talking to you guys about them here.
Cool.
So we're gonna dive in with the biggest elephant in the room.
What about that money?
Everybody has been asking about the money.
Where's the money? Are they giving it back?
First, yes, we lost money. What our money is a combination of is our earnest money and our design center money. And so you guys have asked if we're getting any portion of that back.
So their initial response, initially they were like, kick rocks. No, we're going to keep it. But that doesn't work for us. So we have, in the middle of the night, sent quite a few emails.
It was not in the middle of the night.
It was like late.
But you know, you just start going and it's like, and then so you're searching on the web,
said
looking
VP or president or had a letter in it, she sent the email to him at that company's organization.
You may have.
So hopefully it'll, because typically the person you're dealing with on the phone isn't the person that's really making the decision. So getting the whole story in front of the decision maker is essentially what we're attempting to do in these unprecedented times that
my fingers were like going.
Boom.
But I did it from a very not emotional state, because I want our points to be heard. So sometimes you can get overly emotional, but I just went through the facts, and when you really hear our story, it's out of our control that we were affected by COVID and how the market just changed so drastically, so quickly, and the obstacles we had to overcome. And so we were still buyers that were actively trying to close our loan, but we needed 5 additional days and they sold the house from under us. So it was unfortunate, but we're ready to move forward. I want to dive into the next question that kind of carries on to this, because we're kind of being kind of cryptic. Well, Rick has now called the house that we lost our stolen house. And now people are like, hashtag stolen house, hashtag I'm with Rick,
hashtag I hope it floods,
and the ugly cousin house.
Looks like it's gonna rain. No.
No.
I'm just
We're
saying.
not going to wish that on those other people that are moving into that house.
They're not in there yet.
We're not wishing that.
Take my money, you might lose some money. Don't mess with God's children.
Anyway, so are we going to share the builder? Because you guys were asking because you want to troll them.
Because they messy. They are a mess.
I love you guys for that. And you guys are asking our new builder. So we typically do not disclose who our builder is, only because this is a long journey. And building a home has a lot of ups and downs. And we want to be able, if we want to get on our stories and vent, we want to be able to do that, and we don't want to feel like we're doing a jab at the companies, if that makes sense. So that is the only reason why. But if you guys see our next house, you guys are probably going to know who they are. I will say that our newest builder I have never heard one complaint about this builder. I've heard some complaints about our last builder, but I've never heard any negativity regarding our new builder, and maybe that was writing on the wall.
Could have been.
So, yes. Okay, so we're building a new house. A lot of you guys were asking, are we going with the same layout? It's not going to be the same layout.
Completely different.
Because, how do you know it's completely different?
Because I did the design work on that thing.
He did not. No, he did not. He went to one design appointment, and I think that he kept getting up. You were there for just signing off on the second appointment.
It was my lunch break.
And so the first appointment, he kept getting up to get like snacks because they had snacks in their little area.
It was my lunch break.
So no, I designed the last house, and I'm probably going to design this next one. Now he has a lot of input on this early part. So once you sign your contract, before you sign your contract, we had to do some structural upgrades.
Sticks and bricks.
And we learned a lot from the last time. And so we know what things we want in the house. And we did a little bit more upgrades on this upcoming house than we did last.
Yeah, I just saw that change order come through. And I was like, whoa.
You know what? This is the thing about him. I will ask him. And you would think
she like to discuss things in theory, but not tell you the dollar signs.
So his first thing, I was like, do you want this outdoor fireplace?
Wow, how much does it cost?
And his initial thing is that. And I'm like, you know, after what we went through, you would think that he would be a little bit more like, hey, let's just build a house of
after dreams. What we went through, I said, hey, let me do my due diligence.
So we did some upgrades. Some of the things that we did, because this is a question, because once you get in the process, you can't make structural upgrades because it's all been sent over. So we added some beams, we added a media room. Of course, we have a large family, so we had to add a 5th bedroom. We did add.
Why you got so many kids?
Quit having so many babies. And we are done. Another question I had separately from this. You guys asked, are we having any more children after this? We are absolutely not.
It depends on how long we stuck in the house for.
No, we're not having any more children.
Know.
And we're not trying for a girl. So this family is done, and I'm just a boy mom, and I'm outnumbered, and that's what it is. But we added a little.
Let you out this house, man.
We added a planning desk area, like it's a little mini room, because Rick works from home a lot, so he gets the main office, which I'm still questioning. So we had to add that.
You get the whole rest of the house. I get 2 rooms, media room.
We added
office.
some cabinetries. We added study desks. So
added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so it was really good, but we're looking forward to it. So the layout is naturally going to look different because we're going with a different builder, but it does check all of our boxes. I don't think it doesn't check. Would you say any missing boxes?
It's got a roof and front door.
Gosh.
I don't have that many boxes to check.
Okay. Any legal action against the builder? I want this to be very clear. Technically, the builder is well within their right, and we own that. We've always owned that.
It's maybe not about what's illegal, but what's right. You know what I mean? In legality, contract closing date. This is it. It extended beyond that. Your contract has lapsed. Legally, they're in the right. Ethically, morally, socially, consciously, that's where we're exploring options. Right
so
now.
Basically, when you guys are building a house, when the builder sets a date, that's the date that you need to close on. And actually, the date that we were going to be closing, we lost the initial loan program. It ceased across, so we were delayed after that. So technically, we were asking for grace, and in the midst of a pandemic and what it's doing to the financial market.
But everybody else in the country is extending grace.
Not accepting payments.
Yeah, taking payments. Hey, you buy something, they give you 180
not
days with
accepting
no
interest
payment.
in your student loans. When does that ever happen?
Ever.
So
I want them to like completely forgive your student loans.
Basically, why? I went to school for a science major, and I did not end up becoming a doctor. Could you imagine? Could you imagine me being a doctor? But why is that so funny to you? Could you imagine me being a doctor?
Oh.
I can't say I did, but I don't think it's laughable. Mind you, are you gonna give him back?
Sure. I don't want it. Here, you little. Why do you have him? Get your kids.
Okay, so that's the answer to that.
Let's see Calvin.
What's the new layout like? So just to give you an overview, everything in the inside is better.
Yeah,
Not
essentially.
gonna lie.
You'll see it. It's kind of hard to describe a layout
Yeah.
because it's a kitchen. No, we had a kitchen, so you kind of got to see it.
We'll show.
There's kitchens and bedrooms, roofs.
So
and
we'll
doors.
put a sneak peek of what the outside. This is a model home. Ours is going to look a little bit different because we have a 4-car garage, and so it kind of looks like it's only a 2-car garage. But we'll put a picture up of what it kind of looks like on the outside.
Stunting on them.
And then after we go to the model house again, we will kind of record it so you guys can see it.
Oh.
But just some kind of like pros and cons of each houses. The last house had a better curb appeal, I feel like. Or do you not?
I'm on the
good and
fence
different.
now. I'm on the fence.
So we just changed our elevation yesterday, so that's why he's saying that.
Because, I mean, this might be a whole different house come tomorrow.
So all of the ceilings are taller.
Yeah, definitely
every
higher
single room.
ceiling height. Which, I'm curious on the new elevation if it'll still be.
I think the elevation is the same. We did decide to go with double doors as of yesterday for our front door, which was actually kind of crazy because
initially you said you didn't want double doors.
Mr. Safety Patrol, I get it, but I know that we're going to pick a door that's really good. So.
That's additional point of entry, and it seemed like it might not be that.
But visually, it's going to look beautiful.
Oh, it's going to be dope.
So there are many things. My closet is like triple the size.
Which is reason number one why she bought this one.
Whatever. Our kitchen is bigger. The upstairs has like different wings, and
The
so
office is bigger. The
his media room is bigger.
Garage is bigger. Everything's bigger in Texas. What can you say?
So the only thing again is that we were off of a green belt. Hey,
It's already on.
it doesn't matter. Out. Sorry. The only difference that I would say that the other house had a little bit of a leg up is that we were off of a green belt, like a walking trail. And we paid a premium for that. And we love that. But we still chose a corner lot. It's just not off of a green belt. Mind you, sorry
What are
for
you
children.
doing, bro?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go get your hands wiped.
All right. Can you share more? Can you share more of the financial process this time? Like what loans you're using? So what loan program are we going to use?
So we're going to go conventional.
We got to bring a lot of money to fit into a conventional.
Yep. So you would just want to look at what the conventional rules and limits and things of that nature are, but that's essentially what we're going to end up doing this time.
We could do a jumbo option. The issue is right now with this market, jumbo programs are ceasing and or tightening up drastically. So basically, to get a jumbo program is a lot harder. So our only option now is at this point is to get a conventional mortgage. That's we got to bring a lot more to the table. Is my mom living with us? I had actually multiple. Is she at our rental house? Why are you dancing?
What's the answer to the question?
So my mom is not here.
There it is.
And he loves my mother, so I don't even know why he's saying that. Why are you dancing? Because you miss her? Or because she always dances?
I'm dancing because...
So my mom actually is getting ready to be moving into her own place. She's actually staying with my sister right now. My mom is doing fabulous. She's thriving. She's living her best life.
Yep. Nope, my mother-in-law will not be living with us.
If you guys are new here, my mom lived with us for about 2.5 years at our last house. So she helped us out a lot with the kiddos, so that was great. how can you avoid losing out on your house? I didn't even know this was possible. And actually, I have more questions to that to add. Was I'm getting ready to be in this process and I'm scared. I don't want to lose my house. We're not even going to claim that for you guys.
Yep. And you can't avoid it. I mean, if I could avoid it, it wouldn't happen.
We did not expect this to happen.
It's unprecedented times that we're living in. I would just say ask questions.
Have a strong lender that you trust to get you to the closing table.
Yep.
And just know that we're not claiming that for you guys. So don't even live in fear. Don't even start thinking those thoughts. What happened to us, we are saying is not going to happen for you guys. Unfortunately, I also have received messages that something similar is happening to you guys right now, and my heart just goes out to you guys. But what I can say is what we learned is it pays to have resources.
Absolutely.
So we would have not been able to get under contract for this next house if we were just using our last. So just make sure that you guys always have more than what you need in this home building and home buying process. Yeah. All right. Is the new house going to be bigger than the last? I think this one maybe is like 100 square feet bigger, maybe. But again,
they're pretty comparable.
We just have a large family, so we just need to have enough space. So I think this one is like 5 bedrooms.
Which you don't really realize how many kids you have until you have to homeschool.
Yeah, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, and this one does give us an extra powder. So we have 2 powders, where the last one only had 1 powder.
How much powder are you gonna do?
Don't mind the baby next here, guys. Just avoid him. Is it going to be difficult to live near the stolen home?
You know what? I'll drive past that stolen home every day and won't care nothing less about it.
It was sad, but at the end of the day, that we have our life, we have our family, we have our jobs. It's sticks and bricks at this point. And so now we're healing, and now that we have a solution moving forward, no. Because especially too, we love the neighborhood. That's what brought us there. And that was another question, just what do we love so much about the neighborhood to build there twice?
The developer of the neighborhood cares about the aesthetic. And what we didn't know when we bought our first home is down here the developer does matter. And you could tell like there's a lot of thought, a lot of planning. Like these people took oak trees and brought them in full like 100-year-old oak trees just to make them the grounds look more mature.
Because everything in Texas is like new construction, so you don't get these mature trees.
Being from Michigan, like everything is green and big old trees, and it's just the way it is. So
the landscaping, it has amenity center, it has walking trails, tennis courts,
it's got ponds, it's got
lakes.
It does. It's got like 3 lakes. It's got like a little
private island.
Well, lakes for Texas lakes.
Yeah, tennis courts, pool, basketball courts. So the boys love it. Another thing about it is our last house, we have a highway rolling through it.
They were expanding the highway in close proximity to the neighborhood that we used to live.
And I don't like that, and so I don't want to be right in my backyard via like a highway or even a major road. So this one is kind of like landlocked by neighborhoods.
When they started expanding the highway, she's like, "Nope, gotta go. We gotta sell. Get out of here before they get down here."
Yeah. So neighborhoods are surrounded by it, and very like a high price point neighborhood. So it's like we know that this area that we're living in is going to be good. So. Are we sticking to the selections design aesthetic this time around?
Wait, are you making one selection and sticking to it?
No, like
I'll tell you no.
No.
Oh.
Is our design selection going to be the same as the last house?
Well, for this design selection, I'm thinking modern chic. Is that a thing?
No. So, well, modern, yeah, I guess it is.
Boom.
But that's not what we're doing. So, basically, I'm going to keep a lot of white because I love like a bright area. We're going to still do like lighter wood. But I feel like I played it a little safe. Like an example of our backsplash, we just did white subway.
That's too plain.
Yeah, it was a little bit too plain. So in our fireplace, I feel like ended up the backsplash layer could have been a jazzier. So I just want to kind of jazz it up. And then also, since it's a new builder, I'm sure they'll have a little bit different offerings. Mm-hmm. So we're going to just be open. I just kind of want to jazz it.
As long as it costs the same, we'll be good.
I just want to jazz it up one notch, if that makes sense.
I ain't Barack and you ain't Michelle.
And because we have so many children, how did they react to the news?
Calvin's initial response was, could he have a juice box? Doozy, he was running around. He doesn't care. Cameron got emotional, but it was more so his thing was like, hey, does that mean we got to keep living in Airbnbs bouncing every week?
Yeah.
So once we reassured him that that wasn't the case, he was like,
that we're leasing a house.
all right.
And when we came to them, we had everything solved. We had our house lease that we are going to be renting. We're under contract for the next house. So it wasn't like, hey, we lost a house, nothing else.
Right.
So we had solutions before we came to them. And again, with our Airbnb situation, the only reason why we were having to move different Airbnbs every week is because we didn't book one out for the whole month, because we thought every week we'd be closing. And so that's why we had to be moving, and that was basically a nightmare for everybody. So Cameron just needed assurance.
Nightmare for me.
Whatever.
Y'all didn't move not one thing.
I didn't move.
What'd you move?
And so I'm just ignoring that. So basically he just needed some insurance that we're about to be in a solid place.
You're not going to be bouncing around. Yeah. Hey, until we move to our forever home, this is where we will be.
Yeah.
After that, he was good.
So those are kind of all the questions. We just got a lot of duplicates, but basically we were on the fence about if we were going to share this process. Again, because you guys have already seen it. Like, you can go back and watch an empty house tour previously. But you're going to have another one. So because at this point, we like just sharing our life with you very authentically.
If we're going to the store, you're coming with us. If we're building a house, you're coming along for the ride.
So it's like, we didn't feel like, even though we had this major setback and this house fell through, we don't feel like that would be us being real if we kind of hide this process. So we're going to show it to you guys again. We're going to show more videos. We'll keep you guys along for the ride. We'll keep you guys updated. So the same process that we showed last time, we're going to do it again. Because you guys are doing life with us. But again, I just want our story just to be a reminder that you will have setbacks in life, but you can overcome them. You can take one step forward to move past. You can close chapters that were tough and start new chapters that were great. And so we learned so much through this process, and it knocked us down, but it did not defeat us. And we are working our way to bigger and greater things. And most importantly, our family is healthy. We are, what?
Breathe. It was like, what long?
But most importantly, our family is healthy. We have a baby coming in less than 2 months. Yes.
Jeez.
And that is going to be our focus. So we will just be showing you guys life, family, our house, and there's so much to be grateful for that we are not going to get hung up on what did not happen, because we know that it was under God's protection, that He did not want us in that house. So,
exactly. Preach.
You know what?
So, that being said, I hope this clears up or, further expounds on some things that we touched on. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below.
Make sure to subscribe, because we're going to be sharing. Oh, sorry.
Subscribe.
I guess he was going to do subscribe. Okay. Yeah. Because we're going to be showing more house stuff. Okay.